Hi guys, I'm Eric James with RoganTribe.com. Let's look at 5 reasons why you should listen to Lex Fridman's podcast and follow him on social media and YouTube. Alright, I'm a big Joe Rogan podcast fan, and once he moved over to Spotify, I followed him on there, but honestly, I still watch iTunes a lot. I started branching out and looking at some other podcasts, and one of the ones I stumbled upon was Lex Fridman's podcast. Lex Fridman is a reoccurring guest on Joe Rogan's podcast. Also, check out the link in the description. I have linked to one of Lex Fridman's favorite products, Athletic Greens, available on Amazon. Really great product. And I've also linked 2 highly recommended books from Lex Fridman, one being The Plague and another one being The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich. Okay, the number one reason, inspiration. Lex Fridman is an inspiring person. He came to this country a while back as an immigrant from Moscow, Russia. His father is kind of from Ukraine, moved to Russia, and then moved over here to the United States. And then he goes from immigrant all the way to now he's becoming famous, he's blowing up. He's a podcast superstar, multi-talented in a wide array of fields, including Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He plays the guitar really well. And his knowledge and expertise on AI, robotics, autonomous vehicles is second to none. There's a video, A Day in the Life of Lex Fridman. I've linked to it in the description. It'll take you on his day-to-day life. The guy really busts his ass. He's an extremely hard worker. There isn't really a secret to success for him, just really balls deep hard work. Reason number 2. You will get smarter just by listening to his podcast. He really goes in deep on robotics, artificial intelligence, and listening to his podcast, it's almost like taking a college class in some of these subjects if you listen to them over time. It gets me really excited about the future and the possibilities of humankind, not just on Earth, on the things we can do, but expanding to other planets. Reason number 3. Lex has amazing guests on his podcast. He's had on Joe Rogan, Elon Musk multiple times, comedian Whitney Cummings, Jack Dorsey, the CEO and founder of Twitter, Eric Weinstein, total genius, Dan Gable, the wrestling Olympic gold medalist, just one of the best wrestlers of all time. Roger Penrose recently won a Nobel Prize, worked with Stephen Hawking, and Sean Carroll, another mad genius. Now, in addition to all these, Lex actually had his father on the podcast, Alexander Fridman, in episode 100, and that's a good listen to. Reason number 4, Lex Fridman Podcast is Joe Rogan Approved. Joe Rogan and him have developed a friendship ever since he was first on the podcast. Lex used to look up to Joe Rogan, found him inspiring, and yet now Lex is inspiring to people like myself. Reason number 5, Fridman is I would describe him as like a virtual mentor. He's someone that you can relate to and understand, and he makes really complex subjects understandable to a normal guy like me. He's really big on love and gratitude and appreciation for where you are today and living one day at a time. On a side note, one thing that I found really cool was that Fridman put on Twitter that he was going to do as many push-ups and pull-ups as a certain tweet got liked, commented, and retweeted. Almost immediately he got 20,000. He feared he might have been getting in a little bit over his head. And so he reached out to David Goggins for advice, and Goggins basically called him out, dude, you said in your tweet, no number is too high. And Fridman kind of got mentored by Goggins on how to get through this challenge, and he actually did complete it. And for his diet, he likes to go low carb, either keto or carnivore, and he also combines that with intermittent fasting and likes to work out while on a fast. I certainly highly recommend you watch this podcast. I really enjoy it and I'm going to keep watching it. If you like this video, please hit the like button or consider subscribing to my channel.